And the next Who Would Win comes to us from I had to remember YouTube King, who asked the question: Who would win a fight, Deathstroke or Snakeyes from the GI Joe series? Now this one, like the last one, is going to be a close one, but not for the same reasons the Kenshiro versus Doflamingo fight was. These two are very similar in their concept, not their concept, but generally their style, methodology. Deathstroke, as we know, or Slade Wilson, is Deathstroke, the Terminator. He is one of the most dangerous mercenaries in the DC universe. He has trained in numerous martial arts. He's essentially a super soldier, including the ability to use relatively 100, close to 100% of his actual brain's capabilities in again, we're not going to get into the whole stretch, but more or less doing that, and possessing a very capable and powerful healing factor. Not quite like Wolverine level healing factor, but a very capable healing factor. But again, he is Deathstroke the Terminator for a reason. He's a master in all forms of combat. Well, not all forms of combat, but you know what I mean. Hand to hand, armed combat, wielding things such as a Bowie stick, often having his sword, which is Prometheum sword, I believe they're called. Let me get Deathstroke up here real quick, because I have Snakeyes up here. Might as well have Deathstroke while I'm here. Deathstroke. There we go. Deathstroke. I mean, because the thing is, he has like a specific sword that he carries, not just like Deadpool carries just standard katanas with him. No, he carries like actual like a specific type of sword on him. See now, paraphernalia. Here we go. Deathstroke's armor. His standard armor is a Deathstroke's helmet is or lined with Kevlar and later Prometheum mesh, making it incredibly resistant to conventional injury. However, along with Prometheum and several other types of metal, his armor has Ninth metal, a rare metal found in Thanagar, home in Hawkeye and Hawkgirl. I didn't even know that part, which means his armor has some magic resistant properties to it, which is kind of messed up. Super Bong. Among other things, Deathstroke also carries a specially designed multi-million-dollar flash bomb capable of incapacitating the entire Justice League, including Superman, although only long enough to make an escape. He has his Prometheus. That's what it is. Deathstroke has an energy lance, which is essentially like a lance with energy capabilities, mostly like shock capabilities, but a Promethean sword. Promethean is a name given to two metals, depleted and volatile Prometheum. One second here. Basically, Prometheum acts as an exaggerated version of uranium, as they put it. Basically, Deathstroke's sword is composed of volatile Prometheum, capable of generating and absorbing nearly limitless amounts of energy, and so can be used as a power source for many gadgets. However, the volatile Prometheum is a dangerous mutagen that can be used to mutate living beings or trigger mutagens, or metagenes. Used to create superpower criminals known as Hybrid. It was used to create the superpower criminal known as Hybrid. Who the hell is Hybrid? Or the Hybrid, anyway. And Deathstroke's sword is composed of this particular metal. Either wholly or partly volatile Promethean likely use these weapons without suffering negative side effects, resulting in his healing factor. As well as also carrying multiple firearms on his person, usually. Things like pistols, machine guns. Pretty much, he usually carries a lot of small arm fire on him. Now, he is also, unique physiology, super soldier serum, basically. He's always at peak physical strength, more or less. His mind works at incredible speeds and is his greatest asset. He is able to think and perceive a time 9 times faster than the average human, which is a big advantage. Allowing him to think faster, create strategies ahead of his opponent's actual actions. His reflexes are flawless. He can dodge point-blank bullets, gunfire, multiple assailants, enhanced speed, run faster than the finest human athletes, enhanced stamina. Obviously, his healing factor plays a big part in that. Enhanced senses, even with missing an eye, everything is enhanced. Everything is pretty enhanced, basically. Strong enough to easily cut through a car with his sword, can catch a bullet with his teeth, and even trade hits with Donna Troy, who I know that name. He can bench press a ton. Literally bench press 1 ton. Enhanced durability, skin and bone are really stronger than normal humans. Regeneration can regenerate damage destroyed by tissue. He can regenerate from anything, even injured tissue, brain cells, nerves, missing limbs, and organs. As such, Deadpool can only take tremendous amounts of punishment before succumbing to death. Gunshots, stab wounds, cuts, broken bones can heal perfectly in a few minutes. He was once impaled through the chest and did nothing but slow him down. Adaptation, capable of adapting to any environment and situation. Limited precognitive visions. He possesses that precognitive. Basically, he can see into the future. He can see into the future. That lets him see into the immediate future. Allows him to react to any oncoming attack against him and counter them accordingly. I mean, he's martial arts, including karate, ninjutsu, jujitsu, and boxing, leadership, swordsmanship, stealth. Basically, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. It's sorry. Carrie had sent me something, and I'm like, it's fine. Yeah, he's a bad man. Now, G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe Snakeyes, a member of the, what's the name of the clan? Up here. He's a white guy, but he's a Caucasian, but he's a member of the Arashikage ninja clan, and he's considered one of the most skilled and dangerous members of that clan. That come out of that clan. Skills and abilities. He is a ninja of this clan. He is the most effective warrior they ever produced, as they say. He's capable of flawlessly fighting blind, superb close quarter combatant, perfect marksman, tirelessly success missions. Strength. He's capable of shattering rock with his bare hands. Speed. He actually, I believe, has been seen running faster than a motorcycle to catch the driver. I don't know if it's actually depicted how fast the motorcycle was going, but if that implies he can run, if the motorcycle is going full speed, that theoretically means he could run faster than 100 miles an hour. I doubt it was going full speed though. We'll say on average 60 miles an hour. Ki sense, or Q-I-K-I, depending on your pronunciation, ki or qui, it's ki. He can basically sense an individual's ki and energy. Blood control. He can control his own blood flows, but known to use this technique to fake his own death. Psychological control. He's basically impervious to mind control. Precision and perfect accuracy. Indomitable will. That goes without saying. Weapons include a 1911 Colt 45 caliber pistol. 8-round magazine with the one automatically in the chamber, with one chamber for maximum 8 rounds. Magazine fed. M67 hand grenades. Kuma knife, which is a common knife with a micarta handle. Its blade is made out of 1095 carbon steel and designed by Kung Fu master Wei Sun John Sui. Names. Carries this lethal blade and ballistics nylon sheath located on his back and his chest, allowing for quick access with his left hand as a right pulls the sword. Shurikens, kunai, multi-purpose pouches for cargo pockets. Uzi submachine gun that he keeps on his back. Mikimoto sword. Legendary Arashikage blade. Basically, for all intent and purposes, it's believed to be unbreakable. Usually carries one sword in a scabbard. At times, however, he's known to carry 2. He carries a compass, lockpit set, additional firearms that we're not going to get into the other stuff because that's not going to really matter in this particular case. So, yeah, these two would come to a head in their own ways, basically. So, like mission or whatever. So they would come. Maybe Deathstroke is tasked taking out Snakeye, and Snakeye comes across him, and they go up against each other. Maybe Cobra hired Deathstroke. Point being, thing going on in the back. So they would clash, and right at the bat, these two are really similar. Now that being said, from the looks of it, if I remember correctly, Snakeyes has far more. Actually knows far more martial arts than Deathstroke does. But Deathstroke, Deathstroke is, I'd say, is far more. I think he's far older and a more seasoned combatant overall. Theoretically speaking, if he's older, he's just had more longer time to be a fighter, and be in combat. So, and his ability to outthink and outmaneuver and theoretically think faster than a normal person allows him to combat someone who's actually just has better skill. Plus, cognitive abilities allow him to actually see the future to a degree. So while Snake Eyes definitely has the edge in terms of, I think, overall hand-to-hand combat, Deathstroke can make up for that with his other abilities, mentally speaking. So the fight would commence, and these guys would be firing gunshots, like just boom, 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 boom. Maybe their armors would just deflect, and sorry, Dragon Ball Z is on in the background. So they're going to be, maybe, armors are going to deflect most of their small arms fire. I'm sure Snake Eyes brings us maybe some of the heavier fire, throws a grenade or so. Deathstroke, grabs it, throws it real quick, fires it back, goes boom. They're now just ninjaing each other for a little bit, stealth wise, and then eventually starts clashing into a sword on sword fight, just ching ching ching. Blades going back, going back. Snake Eyes throws a couple like shuriken or kunai at him. Just one maybe sticks in there. He quickly pulls it out, throws it back. Snake Eye grabs it again. And they just go back and forth for a little bit. The blades clash for a while. Neither of these guys are going to gain a significant edge over the other for a good while. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where one of them is going to get a hit in on the other, and I think it actually will be Deathstroke who gets a hit in on Snake Eyes first, just because, again, thinking faster and precognitive abilities will allow him that benefit. So he gets like maybe the first hit in, but he quickly stops his bleeding and continues the fight. Then he's able to, get Deathstroke's sword out of his hand briefly and just run him through and just maybe take his side midsection out. However, he sees Deathstroke just quickly heal from that, and Deathstroke just grabs him by the face and just boom, starts beating the living crap out of him. They both knock their weapons out of their hands. They both start firing guns into each other, and just boom, do. So now they're starting to be riddled full of holes. Personally, hey, little puppy. And nothing's really. The difference is that one big difference here is that Deathstroke heals from his wounds, whereas Snake Eyes can just stop the bleeding. He can stop the bleeding. That's not healing from something, though. Eventually, there's only so much damage you can take before you can stop. There's only so much damage you can take before stopping the bleeding is not going to help. Like, theoretically speaking, he could lose both his arms, maybe stop the bleeding, but he's screwed at that point. So basically, it comes down to maybe Snake Eyes eventually starts to throws a grenade, pulls the pin on a grenade, throws a grenade down, goes boom. Deathstroke's healing from the shrapnel, and Snake Eyes allows sorry, again, I haven't watched this episode in a while. So the shrapnel's like he's healing from, but Snake Eyes takes his advantage time to go out and try to do a lethal hit in on Deathstroke with his blade, and Deathstroke throws a flash bomb, briefly blinds Snake Eyes, but Snake Eyes can fight blind, so he just goes in and just senses his key and just stabs it right in the neck. So now he's got a blade sticking in his neck. Fortunately, though, he's stopping the blade, and he's just stopping it, pulling it out. He pulls out a blade. He pulls out a firearm, starts shooting into Snake Eyes again. Snake Eyes just he flinches, but he pulls out his knife and then just starts stabbing repeatedly. Deathstroke starts stabbing repeatedly, and it's just Deathstroke and they both keep going. It's basically gonna be who gives out first, who just can't take it anymore first. And if I'm gonna give my opinion of basically who's the guy who gives out first, They both have indomitable will. They are both highly durable, but again, one of them has a healing factor, and the other kind of doesn't. They both pretty much use the same kind of style of fighting, but when you factor in quicker thinking and precognitive abilities versus just overall overall more abilities on there, stacked on there, like more fighting styles, then I have to lean towards Deathstroke in this, but it would be a close fight. I'm going again another 55-45 split, but I go in Deathstroke's favor in this. So yeah, I give the win to Deathstroke in this fight. But hey, let me know if you think different. If you do, that's cool. Put in the comments below. Let's just have a fun chat about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I did say I was going to do start the Power Level series today, but I think I'm just going to hold off on that for a little bit longer. I'll let this dust settle a bit for the whole Dragon Ball Super thing, and it'll give me time when I'm not doing the week of Who Wins, not being busy with other stuff, to actually get it done. So I'm going to hold off on that just for the time being. But we'll still have Box Office, What If, and another Who Would Win tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.